Hey there, folks on Facebook and LinkedIn. Good to see you again. I'm here back online to give you another spotlight on my friend Kristin Moshonas, who is incredible. Oh my gosh, she's going to be appearing in the Unbreakable Summit, Health Summit this Monday on July 11th. July 18th. Sorry, that was last week. July 18th is episode 2 of the Unbreakable Health Summit, and there's 3 more weeks. So if you haven't registered, join us now. And the link to sign up for free is in the post here, or we can add it in the comments later. But I'm here with Kristin Moshonas to do a little spotlight, get to know Kristin a little bit more, because she will be on the panel on Monday, July 18th under Strong Bodies and the Mind-Body Connection. And what more, I couldn't have asked for a better meditation coach, and you know, Kristin's been amazing. So thank you, Kristin, for your time today, and welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
To be here.
Yeah, so let me just give you a little background on Kristin, folks. Kristin is a yoga therapist. She's a teacher, practitioner, mom, creative spirit, and explorer, resilient being, and always learning. And she's been a yogi for most of her life, and really embraces a lifestyle of wellness and mindfulness and spirit. She is a yoga therapist, 1,000 hours, and she's the director of programming for a nonprofit organization called Kula for Karma, and she's going to tell us a little bit about that. She teaches Kundalini, Vinyasa, pre- and postnatal classes in studio and privately. And she's, you're based out of, where are you based out of, Kristin? I just forget, like Hudson Valley?
Yeah, mostly Woodstock these days.
Okay.
Pre-COVID City and Woodstock, and now mostly Woodstock.
Okay, Woodstock. Such a great town. It's so much fun there. So Kristin calls upon previous career experience. She used to be a creative marketing executive to help develop projects, special projects for Kula. And she's really highlighting some of her upcoming interview series called Begin Again. I would love to hear about that as well. And she co-hosted the live stream for Kula for Karma Gala, which happens every year, titled Together We Rise. And what an amazing organization. At the start of the pandemic, and this is how I met Kristin, is at the start of the pandemic, you know, all the yoga studios closed, and we were looking for yoga and meditation, and I found this brilliant one hosting 10 of Zen, which is a free meditation via Kula for Karma social channels on Instagram and Facebook. And she's been doing free meditations on Mondays and Fridays weekly. And I'm telling you, like, I love this reset. Every time, you know, I'm able to join her, it's like, it's just so good. It's just a spiritual reset. So it's just been awesome. So thank you so much, Kristin, for your time. So tell us a little bit about Kula for Karma, Begin Again. You know, tell us a little bit about like what you're doing with Kula for Karma. We're really interested in Kula for Karma because actually we're going to be dropping a link this Monday on July 18th. In really fundraising some dollars for Kula for Karma beginning this Monday. And I think when people hear about Kula for Karma, they're going to be very excited. So tell us.
Okay. So I so appreciate the alliance with this event to help get the word out to a greater audience about Kula and get more people into and Kula means community. So the more people we reach, the bigger the community gets, kind of like those little ripples in a stream, right? That go out and the circles go out and out and out. So the deeper the communication can go, the greater support we have to help people in need. Kula started 15 years ago. We just celebrated our 15th year at our second Zoom gala, which I co-hosted again this year. And I do prefer in person, but the screen does work when you need it to. Kula started as a therapeutic yoga, meditation, stress relief organization designed to bring yoga and meditation to people that wouldn't otherwise have access to it. So people that were in any kind of community that was had less access than many of us do to go to a yoga studio. So people suffering with mental health issues, homeless people, people in the juvenile justice system. We worked in many hospitals in New York City, which is where I mostly directed my programs. We were in 4 or 5 of the hospitals. We worked at the Doe Fund, the Hope Program, Covenant House, to name a few. And it's an amazing thing it's a great gift to be a yoga and meditation teacher, and everybody needs something when they're coming to class. They're looking for something. They're looking to go within and connect through that community that's there. But when you can teach people who have less access to that internal place of resilience and strength, that they actually do have it and they can learn to find it, and that's a place from which they can grow and get a fresh start and become the next version of themselves, then that is, to me, that's a really true gift of offering the practices to people. Yeah. So we're like three main, what we've come to since COVID. Many of the programs stopped, as you can imagine. The live programs couldn't go on, but we transitioned many to a Zoom format. Not all. We're now in the process of trying to get more and more live stuff back. But the programs seem to focus on 3 major pillars, one being juvenile justice, where we had great growth down in the state of Florida. And we got into every single 20 facilities down there. And I'm working on getting us in New York City. It's very close. Wow. First responders, we wanted to really give back to everybody who was working so tirelessly to help the whole entirety of the population to deal with COVID and everything that was going on. So we started doing, and that kind of grew out of 10 of Zen, actually. We started offering an online meditation to first responders. And we used to go live into hospitals, but we started offering it. So now we have people from many, many, many different hospitals coming on Thursdays for this first responder meditation. Wow. What else?
I mean, I'm curious, like how many yoga therapists are trained under Kula for Karma and go out to the communities to do this? This is just so incredible.
So what Kula does, you can be a Kula teacher. It's just minimum 200 hours training. So you don't have to be a yoga therapist. And we don't train yoga therapists per se, but what we do offer, we love to have yoga therapists come into our fold. And we have really teachers that are everywhere from like a 200-hour yoga teacher on up to, I've had a cardiologist become a Kula teacher. So it's really all over the map. But what we do offer through Kula is specialized training in trauma-centered yoga. So that, all of the people that we serve are dealing with some kind of life trauma, whether they're, dealing with cancer or homelessness. There's still a trauma that's going on in their body or has gone on in their body. So we require that our teachers have that specialized training.
That is so amazing. And this is so aligned to what Unbreakable Health Summit is all about, because the Unbreakable Health Summit is a response to just 3 years of the COVID experience and people feeling tired and disempowered and not able to trust themselves or not trust each other during this time, right? And so all the panelists and the practitioners that I've brought on over the 4 weeks of Unbreakable is really to be able to inspire and to really help give people the tools to begin again, like your series, right? To begin again, to rebuild a whole new vision of themselves, because life has been completely turned upside down, has completely forever changed. Absolutely. So whether, we're all traumatized after this experience. I mean, there's different degrees of trauma, right?
Absolutely.
So I love that that Kula for Karma really goes out to the communities and brings the yoga and meditation as a practice to bring down anxiety, to bring down stress, and to be able to cope better with whatever challenges that they're dealing with. So, and Kula's partnered up with addiction clinics as well. Is that right? Or hospitals?
Yes, we do work. We have certain programs that are focused on recovery from addiction. Absolutely. It runs the gamut. We're in prisons, we're in schools. I've recently I started working over COVID with the New York City DOE. We've worked with emergency child services in New York. There are several addiction facilities, and we have a national partnership with an organization called ARS, and they specialize in first responders dealing with addiction recovery. Cool. So addiction is a big space, and as we all know, it impacts people in every walk of life, right?
Exactly. I love that. So I just to be conscious of your time, so give the audience, so everybody, I hope you register right now. If you're watching this or watching this on the replay, watching this on Kristin's channels, please join us on Monday, July 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I have 3 panelists joining us in addition, as well as Kristin, in terms of Frederick Hahn is a father of fitness for longevity, and he's based out of New York City as well. And then I have a holistic physical therapist. So really the conversation is going to be about the mind-body connection and how to become stronger and more resilient during challenging times. So, and
that was the genesis of 10 of Zen.
I know, that's awesome. It's
when the pandemic came up, we put our heads together and tried to think, well, how can we still reach our people? Yeah. And so that's when we decided to start that online meditation, which I did 6 days a week for over a year. And then we decided to shift out of it on the Kula channel. I brought it onto my personal channel. And so that's what continues to go up on Mondays and Fridays. And offering it was really an amazing gift for me to have that steadiness in my life when everything was going awry with COVID and everything was being uprooted. That was like foundational for me to come to my seat and put those thoughts together and figure out how I could get my own muck out of the way to focus and figure out what I could give to other people to kind of help them focus. And it's become a community, right?
It really has, and I love it. And it's helped me. It helped me during the pandemic, and I still love joining you on Mondays and Fridays. So
and I love seeing your name come up.
So how can people find the 10 of Zen? Just mention if you could.
Okay, so that's you can come on through my Instagram. It's Kristin, Kristin, Mosh, first 4 letters of my last name, Mosh. Or you can come on through Facebook. It's always on Instagram, mostly on Facebook too. Sometimes I don't do the Facebook because more people come through IG. But
right, yeah, awesome. And we'll leave a link below afterwards. But one last question before we end. Just tell us, what should unbreakable mean for people?
Well, I don't actually think we're unbreakable. I think we break all the time, and I think the key in all of that is that we're not fixable and repairable and renewable. And that's like the resilience piece. It's we're constantly becoming this like the next version of ourselves, and we can't live in a little glass house where we're not impacted by what's going on. And there's so much going on that is intense. And we've all dealt with losses of many kinds over these last couple of years. But I think that down deep at the core, we all have a wisdom and a truth and a strength and a beauty and a love that is very, very strong. And when we can figure out how to tap into that, we repair and we rebuild and we become the next version of ourselves. And it's okay to leave some of the other stuff behind because it's the past. And that's like, you know, like living in that present moment is that we get back up, right? And we see what's in front of us that's new and fresh and good.
Right. Exactly. I love that. And it's true. It is Unbreakable Health Summit is about seeing your next it's called Unbreakable in your next chapter. So we really want to move beyond what's happening in the past and create a whole new paradigm of happiness, health, and vitality going forward. And Kristin's going to give us some tools, maybe help us with a little meditation practice on Monday.
Looking forward.
Yeah, I'm so grateful. And so don't miss out. Register right now. There should be a link in the post. And definitely don't miss out on Stronger Bodies on July 18th. We have emotional resilience and bridging a relationship loss on July 25th. I have a love coach, a grief coach on that episode. And the last one, we're going to be talking about money and prosperity and rising out of scarcity. So every episode, I know, every episode is jam-packed. If you have missed any of them or you can't attend one of them, you can purchase an all access pass for like $20 and just get all the replays. But joining us live is really the transmission. So we look forward to seeing you on July 18th, and you will have access to all of these experts and have a direct interaction. So we look forward to seeing you. Thank you for joining me, Kristin. I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you hopefully on Friday or Monday morning.
Wonderful. Take care.
All right.
Thank
you, Kristin.
Be well.
Okay.